Rebecca, this is November 20th, 1974. I've been working hard all this week, drawing, paintings, writing, and drinking. Things are looking good. Jean, Susan, and I are working on some good things, but it seems that some people here in Santa Fe don't want to show or even give me a chance. These aren't gallery people, but museum people. Jean and Susan say that we don't need them anyway. Someone here or in Arizona is trying to blackball me. Envy must be the reason, or else just good taste on their part. Some more bad news. I went to this high and proper social party the other night where I got into a hellacious argument with these affluent Anglo-colonialists who hated Jews and blacks. For many years they had been friends, but when it all came down to the question of humanity, they were nothing but leeches and exploiters of the spirit of things that I have come to know as the goodness of man's soul. If it wasn't for Michael, Lord, his good friend, there would have been even an uglier scene. I cried in front of Michael after they all left. I was so weak and frustrated, not wishing to be or play the almighty interpreter of love and sin. I still get hurt so much by people like that. We had all been friends for so long. Shit far! Exclamation points. I feel good about life and how strong and weak I am anyway. At least I now am flamboyant about my feelings instead of keeping them inside my heart. Sorry to bore you with my good and bad news. None of us are going to be here that long, so I take my chances on doing what I must. Give my love to Jenny and Lynn. It seems that I never told them how much I enjoy their companionship. Also, I send my best to your daughter, Blossom. I love her too. Regards, T.C. P.S. Go to the library and read the November issue of Esquire, The Passion of Mark Rothko, and maybe you'll know where I will eventually find my eternity. Pretty cool. Now see, the people that put out that book on him, the retrospective book or whatever that I'd like for you to find, was put out by Jean and Auerbach. And he and his wife became really good friends of TC's too. He liked Susan Auerbach, the wife, and that's who helped him. They weren't museum people. They weren't connected to galleries, but they were museum people. Jean and Susan. That we don't need them anymore. See, he had that big show at Smithsonian. Probably didn't. They were telling him he didn't need those people that were going to treat him different ways.
I didn't know you had Blossom that early.
I didn't have her. She was just my dog. Blossom was there the whole time I knew TC. And then Blossom got run over when y'all were little.
That was, Blossom must have been kind of old because
yeah,
this
she had
is
white
74,
hair.
and I remember Blossom would have been like 84.
Yeah, I know. I had her a long, long time. She was.
Did she get run over on Easter?
Yeah, in front of all you kids.
Yeah, while we were doing Easter egg hunt in the front yard.
That's terrible.
She was just a little teeny dog, and
Yeah,
my mother and I couldn't face the fact that she was dead. And we made my dad get aboard and take her to the vets. She was dead as a doornail.
Mm-hmm.
It was just my mother and I couldn't face the fact that we had lost Blossom.
I can't believe you took a dead dog to the...
I can't believe my dad did it. He said she's dead to us, but it's a dead dog. Why don't we take her to the... But he did what we were crying about.
It's amazing how much Herb and Roz dealt with dead animals when we were kids.
Well, they loved him. They just had too many.
They lived in Nicholas Hills on Grand Boulevard, and they were like...
I didn't grow up with money.
Like,
I didn't grow up with money, though. That's the funny thing.
They had
my
like
dad had
junkyard
an oil
dogs.
business.
Like they had like just a pile of strays that lived in their front yard, and they would like chase cars, and they get run over constantly.
Yeah.
And Rosalind, my
They
grandma,
wanted to
were
be
constantly
free.
bringing like more dogs around, and so there was like a whole dog cemetery in the backyard.
Literally, a dog cemetery.
Yeah.